power. Thanks, Metallica fan. I appreciate that. Hey, we got Elite Arcanist. I'm probably just slamming this. Get out of my face. Okay, so, playable cards in this pack. Corrupt, obviously a good card. Don't really want to play black again. I like just slamming a Predatory Sliver and going with it. Arcanist is not any good, no. Like, it's not. It's like an Isocron Scepter, except it's a creature, and it's 4 mana. Yeah, I want to do Slivers. The only issue is there are 4 Slivers in this pack. So somebody might, like, jump into Slivers right next to me. But none of the others are, like, amazing. So, anyway, okay. Alright, so person to my right took a rare. In other words, no real signals from this pack. I could take one of 3 cards here. Voracious Worm, Shock, or Regathan Firecat. I don't think I'm going to take the Firecat. Blightcaster is a nice build around. I mean, you just take every sensory deprivation and stuff that comes near you. Oh. Actually, I can do one better. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to... Oh, that didn't work at all. I wanted this. Alright. Just take Shock. We're all on Shock. Is that the consensus? Voracious Worm is fine, but not great. Blightcaster is good, but not really the direction I want to go. Like, I mean, it seems like a good card, but... Alright, we're going with Shock. Oh, man. Next pick, a Johnny Chosen. Alright, so... Do we just take the Chosen, and then, like, if we get shipped a good deck, then we take it? Or do we try something like take a Giant Growth? Giant Growth is way too early. Do we take a Shimmering Grotto in case we want to be in 3-color Slivers? Essence Scatter's fine. I mean, it's not like my favorite card, but it's definitely a decent card. It's not really the direction I want to go, but I mean, I would definitely play it. I think I'm going to take a Shimmering Grotto here. Johnny Chosen isn't that powerful in this format. Somebody's passing white. I guess you could say that. I know. I'm not really trying to force red green. All right, I'll take the Johnny's Chosen. All right, so Steel Form Sliver, Regathan Firecat, Barrage of Expendables, Capation Knight, Dawnstrike Paladin, another Essence Scatter. Chosen is Pally is not sweet. Like, it's a fine card, but so you think I should take the second Sliver? Like, the Sliver's not, this Sliver's not very good. But if I'm in... I want to be in, like, red-white Barrage of Expendables. Alright, I'll take him. Because if you get, like, Hive Stirrings and Barrage of Expendables, then your deck just goes nuts. These packs are not bad, either. They're not really good for red-green, but that could just be because somebody next to me is in red-green Slivers. Awaken the Ancient? If I'm playing 3 colors, that's not going to be good. It's a decent signal. Striking Sliver is fine, it's not good. Now Dojo has M14 for 3.3. It's funny. 180. Fire Streaker's good too. It's good in any creature deck, whereas Awakening Ancient has to be in a very heavy red deck. But this could be a pretty decent... Yeah, and like I could just jump into red-white, but I just shipped that Barrage of Expendables and I doubt it'll come back. Oh, okay, well that's why they changed it, because they saw... This Sliver's too bad. It's not, like... I'm fine playing Slivers, but I'm not gonna take bad Slivers instead of playable cards. Alright, so we can play Dragon Egg here. Um, hey, I got a... whatever. Trollhide's fine, but I don't know if I'm in green. Right now I'm leaning towards playing red-white. Can't even spell my own name. I mean, I want to take a Solemn Offering eventually, but not over something like Dragon Egg, which is fine. Striking Sliver is okay too, but I think I'm just going to go with the egg. Sentinel Sliver. Pretty easy pick. None of these cards are really good. Naturalize is fine. Thunderstrike is fine. Not a big Ground Shaker Sliver kind of guy. Got a Blur Sliver here. Better than Siege Mastodon. Not better than Gnawing Zombie maybe, but this is good. Sentinel Sliver came back. Alright, that's good. Yeah, Blur Sliver is pretty good. I would like a Fortify, but we might be able to pick one up later. Seismic Stomp is fine. Pay No Heat is also fine. I think we're going to go with the Stomp here. Act of Treason. I'm okay with that. Yes! Oh my god, my life is a happy day. Oh, thank god. Now we just need as many Hive Strings as we can get. We already have this Dragon Egg, which makes it amazing. Oh, dear god. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god. If you haven't played with this card, you're probably like, Daisho, what are you talking about? That card's not good. But it's insane. Barrage makes Act of Treason insane. It makes a Johnny's Chosen insane. Like, that card is so good. Demolish. If you don't think the Barrage is good, then just play against it, and then you'll realize, my god, my opponent can just beat me by literally drawing any card next turn. Anything that says creature type, that says creature, like as its type, you're losing. It's better in the black one because you have more thanks to sacrifice, but it's really good here. Molten Births, Hive Stirrings, very, very happy to get any of those kind of things. Alright, so this definitely turned out to be okay so far. Pitch for Devils. Yeah, Pitch for Devils is great. Naturalize. I'm going to be playing that. Not really sure what other enchantments are playable. I guess like Shiv's Embrace. Lightning Talons. There's some playable enchantments, I suppose. Thank God this thing came back. Chandra's Outrage. Ooh, Banisher Priest. Pacifism. Oh my god, foil. Johnny's Chosen. What's going on? Holy god. I think Banisher Priest. But I have the Johnny's Chosen. God, what are you guys saying? I'm not taking the foil Chosen. Johnny's Chosen is not worth anything. It's like a ticket. It's either Banisher Priest or Pacifism. I think I'm taking Pacifism. What do you guys say? Somebody says Priest. I think there's so many, like every single removal spell in the format basically kills Priest except for Ring Flesh. Pacifism is, I think, a little better because I have a Johnny's Chosen, which is just a tiny, tiny percentage point. They're both really good though. Alright, hopefully we table something from this pack. Like, I think that Priest is just as good as Pacifism, except I get some more percentage points back because of this. Alright, and then we just get another insane pack for us. Man, I want to play this Colonian Tusker, like, every single game. Priest doesn't combo with Barrage. They reworded it from the old Fiend Hunter way, so now it doesn't combo at all. Alright, so I'm not taking the Ratchet Bomb. It's either Molten Birth or Dragon Egg. Like, Charging Griffin is also good, Lightning Talons is also good, but I think we're going to go with Molten Birth. I already have an egg. I don't know how good that thing is in multiples. This thing is just going to be fine. I'm a little bit aggressive for egg. I guess I don't really know if I want to play 2 Barrage of Expendables, but yeah, I mean, that's what the goal is here, just to sacrifice it. Alright, so we've got some options here. We have 2 Sentinel Slivers, a Steel Form Sliver, and a Blur Sliver. We don't have any of the big slivers, so Sliver Construct is probably not better than Regathan Firecat. Oromancer is probably also not better since most of our enchantments aren't leaving. Like, none of the enchantments that I have in this deck are supposed to leave the battlefield, ever. Griffin Sentinel's fine, but I think Regathan Firecat is better. Thunderstrike is fine, but it's replaceable. There's like Show of Valor, which is just as good. I think I'm going to take the Regathan Firecat. Yeah, we're definitely aggro enough for the cat. I think the cat is good even if you're not aggressive, but like we're the deck that the Firecat doesn't want to play against, so I don't think we have to worry about that. There's a Pitchburn Devils pretty easily. Liturgy of Blood still in the pack. Mana Weft Sliver, like, that's an interesting option. Yeah, Griffin Sentinel is not very good, in my opinion. Okay, so we really only have Predatory Sliver. And I don't see why we need to, like, go heavier in Slivers as opposed to just stay in, like, good deck. We could move into green. There's an entire other pack, and we already have a Predatory Sliver. But Pitchburn Devils is too good of a card to pass up for it. So I think that we're just going to go with the consistency. Dear God, just nobody look. Nothing's happening. Don't worry. We'll leave that out for now, but... Three-color and M14, is that... I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Yeah, Flames of the Firebrand is just one of the best cards in the set. Okay. Interesting pack. A lot of cards, I think, that are very much around the same power level. Like, I would like to get a Striking Sliver in this deck. The curve doesn't matter. I don't care about playing 1-drops. Like, playing 1-drops is not worth it. Firecat's fine in this deck, too. I think I might just grab the removal, though. Wow, there's just a ton of different ideas. But I think I might be able to pick up a Striking Sliver at a different point. Are you joking? Is this happening to me right now? I guess we're in the right seat. 5 stirrings. We don't have any, like, predatory... We might be able to splash the Predatory Sliver if we get something with it, but... Sliver Construct is fine also. I'm not even sure which one's better, but we do have the Barrage of Expendables, so I'll grab this. God. Just... Everybody look away. This is happening. This is happening right now. Do you see this pack? This right here, this is real. This is not a lie. I don't even know... I think Lightning Talent, since I have all these 1/1s... Late Howl, maybe. We don't want to play against this thing that much. We're already pretty fine on playables. So I don't really see why I would take the Dragon Hatchling, because I'm really not a fan of that card, so I'm just going to take this Altar's Root. And when I say not a fan of that card, I mean I'm like never going to play it. Crack a Shivan Dragon? Like, no, I'm just gonna crack a Thorncaster Sliver. That's actually the best card I can open. I got like a 6th or 7th big bone size Sliver. Yeah, there's still a pack. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like taking what? There's literally not another player in red at this table. There's not one. There can't be any. There's no way. I got like a 4th or 5th Flames. 4th or 5th pick Flames of the Firebrand. Don't forget that. This was 3rd, and then I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll take. Or maybe it wasn't even 3rd. Maybe it was even later than that. White, they're like Bone Size Sliver going late isn't because there's no white. Like 4 mana 2/2 double strike is fine, but there's just nobody in white Slivers for sure. And then we open this pack. I think I'm going to grab this Fortify. Either that or a Striking Sliver. It's Fortify or Striking Sliver. People are saying Fortify. I have a feeling I'm about to see a lot of Striking Sliver. Striking Sliver isn't that good in this deck. Like, it doesn't do much. It makes my blocks a lot better, but... Yeah, Striking Sliver is going to wheel. What am I talking about? I'm going to take his Fortify. Probably not going to be playing this, even though it's insane in the deck. Yeah, Fire Trigger is in there. Fire Trigger's not that good in this deck. It's a lot of, like, Fortify's better than Fire Trigger in this deck. Fire Trigger is very good, I agree. But, like, we already have some ways... Is Burning Earth worth something? Is it like this? Is this the... Is that the right thing? Burning Earth is 4 tickets. Yeah, sorry guys. This is the pick here. We have a billion playables anyway. Like, this card is 4 tickets because it's played. Like, it's played and it's gonna be played. Shock is the better card, obviously, but we have a playable deck already. We like a couple more cards, but even this 11 lands is a little bit misleading. We have more than that, really. I'm thinking Academy Raider here. I'm not really sure if it's that good in the deck, but it's not bad. And none of these other cards are good. Pay No Heat is fine. Yeah, Raider is fine. Like, Solemn Offering is the other card that I was looking at, but I think Raider is like an always playable card, whereas Solemn Offering is like a mediocre card. That's very sideboardable, though. There's so many enchantments in this format. I definitely hear you, Juby Samurai. I think I'm gonna go with Academy Raider though. It does do enough. It's not that great in our deck, but I mean, like, it'll help us not flood. I'll just pick it. We might not even start it, but that's fine. Hello. Hello. Wow. That thing's awesome. Maybe blue is really underdrafted in this. Maybe it's just a really heavy blue pack. I don't know what somebody like. There had to be somebody in blue. I don't know. I'm not even gonna worry about that. I've got myself a Chandra's Outrage. I'm happy enough. Everybody's in mono black control. Wow, 177 viewers. That's like twice as many as I've ever gotten. Thanks for watching, guys. You mean the world to me. All right. What happened to all the good cards? We just stopped getting all the good cards. I mean, like, Firecat's good. We were very happy to get a Firecat somewhere in the second pack, and then it must be that there's just the guy to my right is in red, and that's it, and that's why we saw all those red cards. And there's nobody else at the table in red, but so red's underdrafted at the table, but the guy to my right is in red. I don't think that Paladin is gonna be good over Firecat because this deck is so aggressive, and Paladin is just not at all. What do you guys think? Are people saying that Paladin's good? Like, I think it's an okay card, but Firecat's pretty good. I think I would rather have a Firecat. Firecat does die to everything. Millstone. Stone Strike. I mean... What? Thank you. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is game. This is... Whew. All right. We got it. We ended up getting there, surprisingly. Or not. So this pack, I don't really think that we need a third Firecat. We don't mind we're very happy to play against Firecat, so there's no real reason to take it. I think the card that's best here against us is Gnawing Zombie. Just as a 1/3 blocker for 2, and then as a really good card in the deck. Disperse is fine. Hate the goat? The ox. I'm not gonna hate the goat. I think the Disperse is a fine hate, but Shade is fine. Like, we're not too upset about people playing Shade against us. Alright, there's a Marauding Maulhorn and a Sentinel Sliver. God, I don't ever want to have to make this choice again. Like, 99% of the time, I'm just very happy slamming Maulhorn here, but with all the thing that we've got, what do we have going on with slivers? Let's just actually, all right, we have a bone-sized sliver and a battle sliver, as well as a couple of blur slivers. This thing does not care if I have Advocate of the Beast at all. All right, looks like I'm taking this, but I'm not sure if it's the right pick. We tabled the striking sliver, which is not a surprise. I'm not unhappy to play one or two of these. It's obviously not a good card because it's a 1/1 for 1, but giving all my other slivers first strike when I have this many might actually be worth it. Alright, I mean, we don't really want to play against the lifelink deck, the life gain deck. I don't think that there is enough life gain in this format to make this card good. Maybe it's just too slow anyway. I guess we don't really want people sliding in Pillar Field Ox against us. Doesn't really matter. Alright, we'll take... Is silence worth a ticket? God. Price. Silence. Go, go, go! Empty G-Bot! Attack! I'm thinking pay no heed, though. Let's see. M14, 125? Oh, no, that's foil. Okay, never mind. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm probably not playing pay no heed ever, anyway. Alright, so we ended up in a sick deck, and we're going to have a lot of trouble building this deck, I think. Something like Awaken the Ancient just, like, might not even make the cut, just because this deck is so powerful without it. Price Shadowborn Apostle. Yeah, Millstone backup plan? No. Alright, so I'm pretty sure Barrage makes the cut here. We'll leave Seismic Stomp to the side. That's not like a, I'm not playing it to the side, that's just, we're not sure yet. We'll figure it out in the future. Barrage is in the deck. I think I want to be playing Dragon Egg. Probably both Fire Cats. Probably this thing. Obviously not this. Alright. Pacifism, Slivers, Flare. With Molten Birth plus... I think Fortify is good. Alright, so that's 27 cards already without like those extra cards that I was like, maybe I should play these. So let's actually count out how many creatures we have, since I think we have more than it says. Alright, we do have some removal in this deck. We might not need this Act of Treason. These two things are actually removal, or maybe we don't need this Lightning Talons either. Although it's good with the Giant's Chosen. We have a decent amount of stuff for a Giant's Chosen, so we actually do have too many spells. Act is definitely good, but we just have too many spells in this deck. I think I'm going to take out Celestial Flare. Doesn't do that much. And all of our other stuff like really benefits us. Yeah, Act with Barrage is very good. But the thing is, we can't, like, set 16 creatures we could do. Like, we could cut one creature here, like one Fire Cat or one Dragon Egg. I'm leaning towards a Dragon Egg, actually. You want me to cut Molten Birth? Let's think about that. So, Molten Birth works really, really well with Fortify, but not, and Barrage of Expendables. So, okay. Let's, like, these are the things on the chopping block, I guess. We still need to cut a couple of things. Oh wait, this is actually a creature. So we definitely want to cut at least one creature, maybe two. Firecat sucks? I don't think that Firecat's that bad. In a really aggressive deck, we might not need it. I think we're going to take out this Lightning Talons. Doesn't seem necessary. Egg is slow, true, but it's very good with Barrage, but we only have one Barrage. I'm fine cutting it, though. If we need it, we might be able to. Okay, so do we cut a Giant's Chosen now, if we don't have that in? Because we only have one, 2, 3 auras. Like, that's not worth. I'd rather play the Fire Cats over it. Don't you blank do it. Don't you dare take out Lightning Talons. So gameplay toughification wants me to keep in Talons. But I don't think that Talons is that good in this deck. No, wait, that's not what I mean. Talons is very good in this deck. I just don't think that building such an aggressive deck... Oh, maybe I do want Seismic Stomp back instead of Fortify. Like, which of these is a better overrun effect? Like, obviously, or... Talons are definitely not bad, but it's just... This deck is really powerful, so why do I need to play a risky and swinging card like Lightning Talons when I can just be playing like Blur Slivers? And, well, then again, one big creature often, it seems like often enough, will just stop me. Because I have, like, a lot of 2/2s. So Lightning Talons is pretty good against that. Could we run on 16 lands? We could, but I don't really see a purpose to it. Like, we have a couple of 5-drops and 4-drops that we want to cast. We have, like, color commitments. Alright, so people are saying, like, board in Seismic Stomp, because Fortify is always going to be good, whereas Seismic Stomp isn't good against the blue deck. I want to cast Battle Sliver on time. True. Alright, so let's see. There's like these Celestial Flare I think is a bad card to play because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white spells, and they're all single white. Whereas we have double red, triple red, double red. Then again, we might not even be playing this Molten Birth. My 5-drops are ridiculous. I don't want to cut them. You want me to cut Stomp and Fortify and add Lightning Talons? So I could cut Fortify and play Lightning Talons. If I have First Strike or Double Strike, Fortify is way, way better on my Slivers. But if I'm kind of like at a board stall and I don't have an optimal draw, the Lightning Talons might just be able to win me the game. But there's so much removal in this format, and Lightning Talons doesn't protect against any of it. So I'm just going to drop this and keep the Fortify, I think. Flare is not a bad card. Like, there is no way that you're going to see me on record saying that this is bad. It doesn't always do exactly what you want it to do. Sometimes you lose some value out of it because you have to wait until after a block to deal with it, to deal with the creature. But alright, so Nick is really adamant on me not playing Molten Birth. And part of the reason why I still have it in is because I have, for 2 reasons. I mean, I have Fortify in the deck, which makes it really good, and I have Barrage of Expendables, so it goes really well with a couple of the spells that I'm already playing, and it's never, like, terrible. At the very least, you're getting a couple of dudes, and you're getting 2 power for 3. Right, we don't, the thing is, I don't think we need Flare. I think that it's an okay card, and it's definitely playable, and in most decks it's going to make the cut, but it's not very good here. Let's add the lands. I think we're going to be playing 10-7. Do we want to be playing 10-7? Yeah, I think we want to be playing 10-7 with Awaken the Ancient. And then we'll figure out these ideas just so that I don't mess up. I'm going to play... Barrage is way better than Lightning Talons. I'm not going to do that. Barrage is just like one of the better cards in this deck, even though it's a really powerful synergistic deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... So right now I'm playing 16 creatures, sort of. Could take out this Molten Birth. But I think it's pretty good in here. I mean, okay, I'm going to go back to that. Barrage of Expendables is not just better than Lightning Talons. In my opinion, Barrage is better in more situations, and it's going to be less risky and not leave me as open to specific cards. So I think I would rather play Barrage. It's not Madcap Skills. It's different in that it costs you 3 mana to play, which is not usually a big deal because often enough, on 2 you're playing a creature and then on 3 you're playing Madcap Skills anyway. And it gives First Strike, so that's better, but they can just chump block it forever. And this set is different because in when you can play Madcap Skills, there wasn't necessarily that much good removal. I think one deck had a lot of removal and then the rest of them didn't. In this format, there's a ton of removal everywhere, though. you can abyss them for like 2 turns, but then they might be able to find an answer, and then you're just in bad shape. I agree, it's fine. It's good in aggressive decks, but I don't think I need it for this deck. I think I'd rather play Fortify, and definitely would rather play Barrage. Alright, I think that this is going to be the deck. I don't see why I would change any more of this. I definitely want 7 planes. I have 8 white spells. I want to be casting my Sentinel Slivers on Steelform Slivers and Hive Stirrings and Bone Slice. So I want to be casting all these spells on time. Like I want to. These are my 2 drops. These are the most important things to hit on turn 2. All right, we're good.